I'm back. Welcome to the next part of our journey in Final Fantasy XIV, Realm Reborn. Made it over here. Papalimo and Ida! Some of my favorite characters. I love the way Ida is dressed. Dem shorts though. Booty booty. Well, anyways, sorry. We're now aflame. Oh, yeah. Let's... We're a flame private 3rd class. Welcome back, Shizuka. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Yes. I would like the rest of my experience points, please. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Shizuka. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Yeah! Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm, gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland's Iron Works, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Can I level up, please? Oh, so close. Fuck you. Minfilia needs you to investigate the sylphs. Yes, to Gridania!
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am
right.
grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfulia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Alright, off to Gridania, where hopefully we will get a mount. Cause I could use a mount. Off to New Gridania! If it ever loads. There we go. Oh, cool. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Yeah! Experience points! That's what brings me to the Adder's Nest. Hail, adventurer! I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo! Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you're questing the name of the scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of an adventuring prose. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelve's Wood home. The sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder seed seer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the sylphs' relations to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound with Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you, scions, come in. The sylphs of Little Solus remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of productive parley. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. We got the same boots almost. Mine are spikier. To Old Gridania! Where's the pier? There, okay. To the Lancers Guild, 'cause it's where we want to be. It's funny looking. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of a courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by Full Flower Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. If you insist, I will. Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yeah, I want to go with you. The Honey Yard. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go back to Limsa Laminsa and go kill those last bits of rank fucking 1 hunt logs. Oh well, I'll go do that later. An adventurer, thank the 12. You couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees. The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. These beehives are our livelihood. You must save them. I guess. Hey! Go do this! Oh, by the way, kill some hornets while you're at it. Die. One more. Thanks for discovering a new locator. Die, Killer Hornet Cloud. Thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 cent in the moment I laid eyes upon you. You travel to our hut, you say, and would speak with the serpent officer there? There is one who goes by Amelane. He is a sentry at Jocelyn's Spire, but makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband, Rolf, though I've found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Oh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Oh, so it was to get honey to give this bro at the Hawthorne hut. 'Cause he don't know you, he don't talk, but you give him some honey and he's all lip smacking. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Can I get my chocobo? Yay. We're at the Hawthorne hut. All right. Indeed, I am Emelian of the Twin Adder. Your face is unfamiliar to... you have a present for me, you say? A jar of Rose's honey, and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. And so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey, like liquid gold. Ahem, forgive me. You have come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Yeah, like you just want to eat gobs and gobs of honey without anything else. Like, are you palming it into your mouth? Would you know more, you'd do well to speak to Rose's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're peaceful folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend, my memory is just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now, though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. Jesus. Are these people all related? The sylphs? Yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. I know, that wasn't a very ladylike tee-hee, but... what are you gonna do? The sylphs! Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. To them to stop, they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on the sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Here, have a brownie! Get that out of here, I don't need sustenance! Here's a I don't know. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your story as well, my stories, has brought the memories floating back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, what was it again? And Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. You piece of shit. I better get 8,000 experience for just running all the way back there. Yeah, we're gonna kill some vermin. And his steed. God, I don't want to go all the way back up there. Jesus. This better be 8,000 XP. Because at that point, I'm fine with it. Though I'd rather 10,000. But that's probably too much to ask. Peace offering to the sylphs, I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. If you were to stimulate the grass bush. Going to stimulate a bush. Curious tussock. Oh, pour the amber lube all, syrup all over. Oh gods, it's an ochu! I know, I'm dirty. Sweet. All right. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root! But of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I'd do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale with me your adventuring tales. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Emilane here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. So a marble, like, breathed in his face and he just became crippled? I guess that's true. A marble is that powerful. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediate between our peoples on many an occasion and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something far greater important for you to deliver, a missive from the elder Seer herself. To summarize the letter's content in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. We will see you next time when we go and become friends with the sylphs. This is Trin over at Trin Gaming /Trin TV. Bye.